Yo, two of the most creative co-op games of the modern era, born from the same studio's imagination, but which one truly stands as the best in the genre? Hazelight Split Fiction burst onto the scene with over-the-top creativity, humor, and emotional depth, pushing co-op gameplay in new, bold directions. Meanwhile, It Takes Two is the Game of the Year winner that raised the bar for two-player storytelling and puzzle platforming. Let's break it all down across 5 expanded rounds, scoring each game out of 10 to see which one truly comes out on top. In this round, we're going to be focusing on story and characters.
What the hell is going on? I don't know. But you wrote this, didn't you? I can't keep track of all my ideas.
Split Fiction shines in its narrative structure. The story follows Mio and Zoe, two unpublished writers trapped inside a simulation of their own fictional worlds. The game uses these premises to explore themes of creativity, identity, and connection. Their dynamic is a major strength. Mio's cynical and grounded in sci-fi clashes with Zoe's whimsical, fantasy-driven optimism. Over the course of the story, their bond evolves organically, revealing deeper layers to both characters. The narrative transitions smoothly from hilarious set pieces to deeply emotional moments, building towards a powerful and cathartic ending. The emotional range and character development feels deeply rooted in human connection, and to me it's that raw, imaginative storytelling that elevates the narrative beyond typical co-op fare.
Please leave my story.
Trust me, that is exactly what I want to do, okay? Well, Mum and Dad, we've decided to go our separate ways.
It Takes Two centers on Cody and May, a divorcing couple turned into tiny dolls. It's heartfelt, funny, and often poignant, exploring the challenges of marriage and parenting. The emotional stakes are definitely relatable, and the journey certainly has charm. However, while the main characters grow meaningfully, the script sometimes leans into sitcom-like cliches. Dr. Hakim, the magical relationship guidebook, adds humor but is polarizing, with some players certainly finding him more annoying than endearing. Its story succeeds because of its universal emotional themes, but it leans a bit more on humor and caricature than grounded depth. For this round, we scored Split Fiction a 9 out of 10 and It Takes Two a 8 out of 10, which means that the winner of this round is Split Fiction because of its originality, strong character development, and genre-blending storytelling, which definitely gives it a clear edge. This round, the focus is gameplay and mechanics.
Yalla, baby! But you can't dance if you can't break dance. Let's go.
Split Fiction, in my opinion, is a mechanical chameleon. From rhythm combat to twin-stick shooting, gravity-based puzzles, skateboarding challenges, and even side-scrolling beat-em-ups, every world introduces new systems. The variety keeps things consistently fresh and certainly exciting. However, this rapid pacing can feel like you're leaving behind great ideas before they get time to breathe. It requires players to adapt quickly and can be overwhelming for more casual co-op duos. With that being said though, I do feel like it is certainly a celebration of genre experimentation, and the fact that nearly every mechanic feels functional and fun is certainly a massive achievement.
We're safe on the rocks.
Oh, you're inside. Your family's cuckoo clock.
In It Takes Two, each new area introduces unique abilities specifically designed to work in tandem. One player might control time while the other manipulates size. The co-op mechanics are symmetrical in purpose but asymmetrical in function, creating a deep sense of teamwork. It is intuitive and easy to learn, and every mechanic is polished to perfection. Gameplay never feels repetitive, and every level escalates in creativity without ever overloading the player. To me, its use of puzzle mechanics and level specific abilities is unrivaled. Each section feels like its own lovingly crafted co-op minigame. For this round, we scored Split Fiction a 9 out of 10, while It Takes Two, I had to definitely give it top marks with a 10 out of 10, meaning that the winner of this round is It Takes Two. In my opinion, Hazelight perfected co-op mechanics here, combining innovation and accessibility masterfully.
Round 3.
In this round, we're going to be looking at world and level design. With over 20 distinct worlds, Split Fiction constantly reinvents itself. Whether you're sneaking through a cyberpunk city or battling mages in a flying fantasy kingdom, the game is packed with variety. Many environments are homage to gaming and pop culture such as Metroid, SSX, Elden Ring, which to me definitely keeps things fun and referential. That said, some levels to me can feel like vignettes, brilliant but fleeting, which sometimes limits immersion and emotional build-up. There's a feast of visual ideas here, but the game sometimes moves too fast to let its worlds breathe.
Another apple!
Look, it's my garden! Look how everything has grown!
To me, It Takes Two definitely goes deep. Everyday environments like sheds and gardens become sprawling fantasy realms. Each level feels purposely built with tight, cohesive themes and gameplay integration. The transition between zones are seamless and exploration is rewarded with secrets, minigames and environmental storytelling. It creates a magical, tactile world that feels lived in and lovingly crafted. The charm of seeing mundane objects turn into magical set pieces makes every level a delight to discover. In this round, Split Fiction scored a 8 out of 10 while It Takes Two scored a 9 out of 10, meaning that It Takes Two takes this round. I feel like this is definitely down to the sheer polish and inventiveness in level design, which to me definitely puts it a notch above.
Round 4.
This round focuses on boss battles.
Say hello to Mr. Hammer.
Hello, Mr. Hammer.
Bosses in Split Fictions are as imaginative as the worlds they inhabit. These encounters aren't just about health bars, they often involve mechanics tied to each level's themes. Some have puzzle elements, others are spectacle driven with QTEs, and a few even break the fourth wall. Many of the most memorable moments come from these encounters, which are as much about storytelling as they are about skill. What makes Split Fiction bosses stand out is how they reflect the personality of their respective levels. They feel like finales to chapters in a WoW anthology.
Did we get him? I don't know.
I rise, you fall.
Time to say goodbye, little doll. Can't wait to smash your wooden face.
I can't wait to kick your furry ass.
In It Takes Two, the boss battles are excellent and always emphasize cooperation. They range from epic toy wars to rhythm battles and magical duels, all requiring both players to perform distinct but complementary actions. While entertaining, some do lack the imaginative punch of Split Fiction's more narrative-driven or mechanically inventive fights. They're fun and functional but tend to rely more on classic co-op tropes rather than the unique narrative integration. In this round, we scored Split Fiction a 9 out of 10, while It Takes Two scored a 8 out of 10, meaning that the winner of this round is Split Fiction, where I feel like the bosses are cinematic, challenging, and reflect the heart of each level's identity.
Round 5.
In this round, we're looking at replay value. With over 20 worlds and branching dialogue moments, Split Fiction invites multiple playthroughs to revisit favorite levels or make different choices. The variety ensures no two sessions feel exactly alike, but the lack of permanent unlockables or challenge modes slightly reduce long-term incentive. Its replay value mostly comes from reliving the experience with a different partner or chasing new dialogue paths. To me, It Takes Two is practically built for replay. Switching characters offer a different gameplay experience, and its many mini-games, hidden Easter eggs, and achievements give players reasons to return. It's the kind of game couples and friends revisit just to re-experience the journey. It's rare for a game to be this replayable purely because of how enjoyable it is to play, regardless of progression systems. In this round, we scored Split Fiction an 8 out of 10 and scoring It Takes Two a 9 out of 10, meaning that the winner of this round is It Takes Two. To me, it definitely balance of length, variety, and replayable design makes it a more complete package. There you have it, peeps. The overall winner is It Takes Two, taking 3 out of the 5 rounds. I will say that Split Fiction is a brilliant, bold evolution in co-op gaming, filled with emotional storytelling and jaw-dropping creativity. It sets a new bar for variety and imagination, determination, but It Takes Two remains a benchmark of excellence, a near-perfect fusion of gameplay, level design, and emotional resonance. Both are phenomenal games, trust me, don't get it twisted, but when it comes to polish, accessibility, and enduring appeal, in my humble opinion, It Takes Two definitely takes the crown. Anyway peeps, there you have it, we come to the end of the matchup, and do let me know your thoughts in the comments below out of these two games. Which is your preference? Which rounds may I be a little bit too harsh on, and which ones don't you agree with? At the end of the day, this is all subjective. This is kind of down to my personal opinion of two really great games, and as I said, ultimately I handed the crown to It Takes Two. As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.